What's up, guys? This is Adam Zwingler. I am the founder, CEO of Blastcraft, which is a construction and restoration company, and also founder and CEO of Inside Out Creative. Each of those companies is doing about $1 million a year in sales. We're currently in the process of getting ready to hire some consultants to help us go from 1 to 3 million over the next, I would say, over the next, got a baby crying on a monitor here. Over the next year or two, we're going to be looking to level up to about 3 million a year, especially on the restoration company. We started a YouTube channel here because through the years, it's just been so many valuable things that we've learned, and we want to pass those on to our kids and also to anybody that can benefit. So today I am talking about aggressive growth and how to level up quickly. Maybe you're in your 20s, maybe you're in your 30s, maybe you're in your 40s. How do you get your self jet fuel basically, and how do you level up quickly in whatever you're doing? So I don't know if you guys are familiar with some of the things that Alex Hormozi has created. One of the most valuable piece of content that he has put out in one of his speeches, he's talking about how as you go through life, you develop skills, and skill sets build on skill sets. So first you might learn sales, then you learn marketing, then you learn how to build and grow a sales team. And as you kind of level up in different skill sets, it puts a magnifier on all of the previous skill sets, and it ultimately just creates success that kind of compounds over time. And I found that way of thinking to be very true for my own life. I look through the years and I've built certain skill sets that have compounded on each other to the point where I can now basically run my businesses from my couch. It's funny because Alicia, my fiance, she sits at one of our tables in our house, and I'm glad that she likes the tables because I love the couch. I outside of working out and exercising and traveling and doing different things, like I love to sit on the couch and delegate from the couch for the different things that we're doing. My skill sets have built through the years, though, and I've seen how that's created value. The thing about Alex Hormozi's video is that he doesn't talk about how to develop those skill sets. So here's a simple idea for aggressive growth. Here's a simple idea that will basically take where you're at and magnify it big time. So one of the things that I've done through the years that I think is extremely valuable is I will get a YouTube channel. Okay. YouTube is where it's at, guys. I mean, I went to college, didn't feel like I learned hardly anything. Textbook learning is bullshit, in my opinion. It's outdated. It's not teaching you anything relevant. You can find everything you need on YouTube these days, and it's free. You know, you can buy a course if you want, spend $1,000, whatever. But really, at the end of the day, you should be able to learn an incredible amount of information on YouTube for free. Here's the way to maximize YouTube so that you can aggressively grow and build your skill sets. Create a YouTube, just get an account on YouTube and decide now what skill set you want to learn. So in the past, it's been stocks for me. At one point, I wanted to learn stocks, and now I'm working on real estate. And so decide what it is. Maybe it's sales. Maybe you're trying to become a really good salesperson. Maybe you're trying to become a really good marketer, or maybe you're trying to become a really good plumber, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. You're trying to master. Choose something. Don't allow it to be a broad thing where you're just kind of aimlessly wandering through YouTube and discovering things like being in Costco, and there's no signs on the aisle, so you're just wandering the store and just finding whatever you find. Be intentional. Decide now, what is the next skill set? I challenge you right now, like, just think about it for a minute. What is truly the best skill set that you can learn for your life right now? If you could just click a button and have this one thing mastered, what would that one thing be right now? And what I want you to do is build a YouTube profile around a bunch of people that are teaching that. So for me right now, I'm doing real estate. I have followed 25 to 30 real estate people on YouTube that have a following, that put out regular content, and they all talk about real estate investing. And this is slanted specifically towards real estate investing. I don't follow anybody that is a realtor or anything from that perspective. I don't follow anybody that's like designing furniture and stuff for Airbnb or anything like that. I specifically investing and acquiring real estate. And I have followed basically everybody on YouTube that is a leader in that space. And so what I do, guys, is I like and I follow them, and then I actually set it up so that I have notifications on. So all day long on my phone is going off with notifications for different videos that are being released by these content creators. So by the end of the day, I might have 25 or 30 or 35 videos that have populated off of these different channels. But this is a very specific group of information that is very highly targeted. And what I do, guys, and you'll find this, I'm going to actually create a video right after this about what my daily routine looks like. But I get up between 2 and 3 in the morning. I don't need an alarm clock. For years now, I've just woken up at that time and I'm wide awake, ready to go. And I have valuable time in the morning where I basically sit down and I consume all of the content from the day before. And sometimes I get windows of time throughout the day when I can actually consume content. And guys, just so you know, I do not watch everything. Okay. I read the thumbnails. If it looks like something that I already know, I skip over it. If it looks like something that is not going to be of value, I skip over it. But I cherry pick the best of the content from those creators every single day. And I watch the videos. Here's the other thing. I watch the videos on 1.5 speed. So there's a little thing down in the bottom right-hand corner, a little gear icon. And if you click that, you can adjust the speed of the video so that the person that's talking speaks quicker. 1.5 speed allows me to get through, I can get through 3 hours of content in, 2 hours, basically. So in the morning, I am consuming a ton of content on this skill set that I'm trying to acquire, whatever it is. And in the past, when it was stocks, 2 years ago, all I was doing was consuming channels on stocks, just a ton of information on stocks. And that's part of the key to how I was able to turn 12,000 into 4 million was I was consuming so much YouTube content on stocks that I was able to identify some very unique situations based on all the information that I was gathering. And I was gathering this information early in the morning, like 2, 3, 4 in the morning before the market was opening up. So I already had a pretty solid grasp on what was going to happen in the market that day. I could tell the momentum was moving in certain directions. And a lot of what I was doing in the stock market was just getting there before, just a fraction of a moment before everybody else showed up and realized the same stuff. And YouTube can allow you to do that. YouTube can help you pick up on cutting edge skill sets before the vast majority of people have learned those skill sets. So I highly recommend this, guys, but be intentional. Be intentional about this, because have you ever kind of gotten to the end of a couple hours on YouTube and you realize, like, I've watched Lamborghinis crash, I've watched dog videos, I've watched some stuff on the stock market, I toured a $12 million home. And, by the end of the couple hours, you don't even really feel like you've done anything valuable. And this is a way to do that. Just choose to have your learning be very hyper-focused on a skill set that you are intentionally trying to learn. And those skill sets over time will compound and build on each other. And this is how you can aggressively grow as a person. You can grow your business quickly this way. You can grow your investment accounts this way. And I just really encourage you to do this. After years of doing it this way, I know that this is probably the most valuable way to utilize YouTube. And I encourage you to get up early too. It's not for everybody, but before most people even wake up, I've consumed 3 hours on a typical day. I've consumed 3 hours of learning before most people have even woken up that I'm going to take into my day and start applying. That is valuable. There's a reason why I have multiple businesses that are doing $1 million. We've got investments, we got real estate, we've got stocks. We travel, we are financially independent. We have been for years now. We're in our 30s. You know, this is one of those secrets. This is one of those key things that you just absolutely have to start doing if you want to start leveling up. Like and subscribe if this has been valuable. You know, I actually find it really annoying when people say that. Guys, honestly, I've watched a lot of YouTube channels. I don't feel like content creators even need to really say that. If it's valuable, I immediately start liking and subscribing, you know, and I feel like most people are that way. So just know that it takes time to create these videos, and I'd love to hear from you. So leave me a comment and follow for more stuff. If it's of interest to you and you're getting value, let's do this together. All right, I'll see you in the next video.